Welcome, guys. All right, welcome you all again. I think the last one glitched out. I don't know why. All right, let me see. All right, so I'm starting another poll so that we all can enjoy the moment together. Let me know where you're watching from, and I'll be sure to give you a shout out. All right. Let's see. So it's all set now, guys. It's all set. All right, you guys. Let me tell you this one because this one is kind of funny. All right, I'm gonna tell you about. Already, I had started the story, so here's what we're going to do about it all. I'm going to try and rewind a bit so that for those who are just joining, they'll be able to get the whole gist of the story so that they'll be able to know exactly what is going on. Hi Scott, welcome to the live. All right, so this is a sleepover that almost got everyone grounded. All right, so for those who are joining, hi, welcome. So it sort of glitched, so I'm just going to rewind a little so that we all can get the whole story in full. Like I'm going to share the whole details with you right away. Hi Rejoice, welcome. All right, so okay babes, let me tell you something that is still hilarious to me. Let me just tell you because it's still very funny to me. All right, that's something that is very very funny. Now here is what happened. It's a sleepover. All right, this sleepover, it's not like one of those ones that go all happily ever after kind of. This is the kind that actually happens, and when it does happen, you don't know what to expect because my friend, I call her Lila. All right, Lily, no, let's go with Lila for this part. All right, so Lila was one of these girls that would plan this sort of sleepovers with friends, and in this case she was like, all right, let's plan a sleepover. And they were planning the sleepover for weeks. Like they wanted everything to be beyond perfect. And so my friend Lila decided to invite a few girls over, and then when they were invited, they prepared everything, the snacks, the pajamas. Hi Lenuta, welcome. Thank you so much for joining. So thankful for that. Also appreciate the sub. All right, so everything was prepared. The pajamas, the popcorns, the music, everything was all set. That usual night cozy vibes. The excitement was 100% level, right? Hi Fanny Bell, welcome. So what no one told him about was that their little brothers were going to ruin everything for them, like everything, to make it to be the worst sleepover night. So Lila's brothers, he's the kind of person that is more like let's just call him Max, all right, so that we can get the story all together. So Max is more like this kind of person. That's kind of person that loves chaos, is that kind of person that's more like chaotic, like walking, talking, tornado level, chaotic kind of person. The kind of person who would want to put socks in your bags just for fun. That's how he is, all right? And so that night starts. The popcorn is popping, the music is low, they're gossiping, they're whispering, they're having the fun, the time of their lives. Or so they thought, alright? They actually thought they were having the time of their lives. And then Max, he comes in, like he just waltzed in that way and totally uninvited. He's wearing a cape, which apparently he used this highlighter marker to write a super max, and he's like announcing, I will make this sleepover legendary. And the girls were like, what's going on? Like, this was supposed to be a girls hangout, so they were like, what is going on here? All right. And when he said that he's going to make the whole sleepover to be legendary, it was like, is this possible? But it was not. Hi, Fanny Bell, welcome. Hi, welcome. Mustafa, also welcome. Nice to have you here. We still have the post still on, so let me know for your votes. We've gotten some already. That's nice to hear. It's nice already. So, Lila, that's my friend. She tries to bribe him, and she's like, okay, I'm gonna give you a soda just so that you leave. And he starts to sort of rearrange the whole snacks, everything that they have worked so hard to get. He starts to rearrange it, and he took the marshmallows, he hid them in the sock drawer, and then it was not really funny. The girls later found out when they were trying to make s'mores and there were no marshmallows. Like, it was a total disaster. And it was more like, what is he doing? Why can't he just, behave, stay calm, go somewhere, rest, play games? Okay, but that was not what happened that day. So the chaos escalated. Like, I don't. Then he somehow got into his parents' pantry and he dumped the flour on the floor. Like, literally a tiny snowstorm was on that kitchen. A snowstorm of flour was just on that kitchen, and it was so chaotic. All right, everything was just a disaster. Like, why was he trying to ruin everything for them? Gosh, thank goodness I wasn't at that sleepover. Oh, hi, Christopher, Vanna, Mustafa, Khan. Hello, welcome. Nice to have you here. So, well, it's her brother. So, Lila tries to sort of clean it up and all of that before her mom comes in, because this was like a sleepover. The mom wasn't at home because I don't know why, but she just didn't tell me that part. She just said her mom wasn't around at that time. But how it is when kids are always involved in things like that. Max is running around. He's trying to, become a superhero with his cape. He's trying to sort of make everything a whole mess, give her more work. Like, really, I couldn't imagine, because he's really a lot. All right. And then some genius thought that it would be nice to just pull a prank on Lila's parents. So this genius, well, we already know who it is from here, Max. So he puts this bucket of water, and then it was on top of their door. There's the way it was positioned, the door and the buckets, as she explained it that time. It was supposed to be a classic prank for their sleepover, but the problem was that the parents, they decided to check in early. Like, from the look of things, maybe they left the house to them, I don't know, but from the look of things, it happened that the parents evidently were not around the way she said it. And so the parents did come home on time earlier than expected. Oh my gosh. So what later happened after that was that when the parents came back home, the door opens, the water falls because they positioned it so that once the door opens, the water falls. Like, the mom and dad, they are soaked, all the girls are screaming, Max is laughing hysterically, everything is chaos. It's chaos, a total chaos. Like, please tell me that someone was able to catch this on camera. Like, it was just a disaster. And the parents were not pleased about it. Everywhere was soaking. And they were like, you know what? Everyone, you're grounded. I was like, even your friends? Like, she was like, the parents threatened grounding for everyone. Like, all the girls, not just Max. And they were really ready to cancel the holiday for them. And all of them were like, oh no, no, please, 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 not that one. But the best part about it all was that, oh, hi Goseko, thank you so much. So the best part about it all was that like, Lila's mom was laughing mid-thread, like, as she was like, you're all grounded, she was laughing. I was like, ooh, your mom didn't take it that serious. Like, she could not stay mad after seeing the way Max was still in his cape, covered in the whole flour in the parents' pantry. And then everybody had to clean up because, well, the place was all filled with flour. Like, if you've ever been to a bakery, like, not the place where they're selling the pastries, but the place where they are making the pastries, you would know that if there are flours on the ground, it's not easy to wipe them all out. So to this day, Max is still telling everyone that he made history. Like, he's like, oh, I made history. He was a superhero and he made the best sleepover because it caught everyone's attention. But Lila did herself a favor by promising that she's never going to invite her friends over again. But I know how she is. She will secretly plan another sleepover anytime from now. But seriously, a sleepover when everywhere is going to be a disaster, flour everywhere, that would end up from disaster to a cleanup section. That's not, gosh. So, like, seriously, do you guys really think she would have deserved to be grounded? Like, the person who caused the whole problem was Max, but I'm guessing since she was the one who invited them over, maybe her parents felt she should have kept in charge. But, like, do you also prank your siblings, or like, are you the victim of the pranks? And for that chaos of Max, like, seriously, he was a real big chaotic kind of person. All right, so this is what we have for that story part right there. She didn't really laugh through, but I was laughing throughout it, but until the grounding part. So I didn't laugh that grounding part. I had to keep calm so that it doesn't look like I was laughing at her. So ignore me. This story is also making me to be like, Aish. Because she was not like, she didn't really find it funny. I found it funny because I'm the one listening to the story. So yeah, it did sound funny to me, but not to her. And then when that water fell part, I also had to hold myself from laughing. But she didn't really take it too hard. All right. So babes, that was the night of the century. That was what made everything to be epic. She enjoyed the time. She later had the sleepover she wanted, but it was a bit chaotic. That's what she had throughout. Alright. So the best part of about it all was that they were not grounded after all, because if they were grounded, then that would have been a total disaster. It wouldn't be funny anymore, really. Like, to be grounded after having a sleepover, it's not funny at all. So never underestimate a tiny human with a superhero complex. So That's for that now. Oh, we've gotten more votes on that part. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Ooh, we have about a few more votes right here. Thank you so much. I really, really do appreciate all of that. All right. So, I'm sorry. This is getting in the way a bit, so it's much better now. So, what other stories would you like to hear? Because I have a lot to share with you all. And yeah, I would really, really love to hear them. So, for those who don't know, yeah, our new video is coming out very, very soon. Like, really, really, really soon. It could be this weekend, alright? So, maybe tomorrow or the next, we would get a new video out. Hi, Promise. Welcome, welcome. So, it could be like tomorrow or the day after, okay? So I would really love all your support on that video. So please make sure to subscribe and like the video as well. Thank you, thank you. I would really, really, really appreciate it. All right. So, hey, good evening. All right, good evening. Hello, how are you doing? So now she is going to plan another secret sleepover because that one took a week, so maybe she's planning another one now. I don't know. Alright, I don't really know. I'm doing really fine. How is your day going? So if someone has like that big chaotic machine at home, then that person really has a lot to deal with, like Max, Lila's little brother. So that's something that would happen to Lila. And really, 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 she was taking it easy because, you know, something that happened a few months ago, she wouldn't really recall it that much. No. Good, good. Hello, Strong Boyaji. I hope I'm getting the names right. Nice to meet you here. Welcome. All right. Alright, we've gotten new votes. Alright, so nice to have you all here. So I'm going to be going out for a bit, but I'll be back to have to be back here, and then we'll enjoy another time. So I'm gonna go real quick, but I'll be back later on. Alright, so to then, have a wonderful time. Bye for now, but I'll still be back. Okay.